your character, Charlie, is powerful. She's strong. But before we get into there, we have some fans who want to know, what do you use for your natural curls?
Oh, ooh, that's a really good question. I was like all prepared for the chart for the character question. For my natural curls, I have to say, a conditioner called Kinky Curly Not Today conditioner. That is my jam. I go to that all the time, and I leave that in, and then I use a Kira Care wrap set. That's not the extra hold one.
Wrap set.
Yeah, it's a wrap set lotion.
Got it.
And it's a little pump, and it's I love it. It's one of the best sort of secrets that I have for my curly hair.
So now we know how to get popping curls.
It's out. The secret's now out. Yeah.
So now that I drew you in, yes. Put you back out. Yes. Let's get into this powerful character of Charlie. Yes. She's so headstrong. She's very alpha female. Yes. But in season 2, there are moments where she's taken a step back and kind of like being more observant. She's still strong and powerful, but she's being more observant. Can you kind of get into, I guess, how you prepare for the character and then the shift between season 1 and season 2?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I actually began with this woman underneath the armor. That was sort of what was most interesting to me anyway about her, is that there was a girl before the makeup comes on and the perfection is erected for the public, you know? So that was something that I was always nurturing, was who that woman was, and how that woman could be changing through all of what happens in season 1. So season 2, I feel like, is about unpacking. She's literally unpacking in a space, and she's unpacking emotionally. And I think a lot of what we're seeing is what happens when things are coming out of the suitcase that she has never really confronted before. So I think it's a perfect part of her journey, because it's always wonderful to see what's behind the mask and how the cake was made. Right. And I think you see a lot with her family coming into town, and you see the parts of her that aren't so public.
Now that was a very interesting aspect, her mom coming into town, but you brought up a certain phase of saying that she was unpacking, and although she's unpacking emotionally, I feel like there's one aspect with her and Micah that's yet to really be unpacked. Charlie wants to just love on Micah and wants to do the best, and Micah doesn't always look at his mom as the best. Like, he has those moments, but he doesn't. Can you kind of get into that character dynamic?
Well, I think it's Micah growing up, and I think that's a normal part of a mother-child relationship. And I think part of what's making it abnormal is all of the drama that happened last season. So he's had to grow up quickly, and I think that when you do that, you don't see your parents as inhuman or as superheroes. You see them as very, very human. So I think that's part of what they're experiencing, is no longer is it mom and dad, it's these very flawed individuals who are mom and dad, and I think they're all navigating him becoming his own person and his own adult, and in some ways it's a loss for her. It's the little one that she chose to have very, very early on in her life. I think she's dealing with him becoming other, and she has to find out who that is.
Now, before you go, do you think in the finale we'll see a little bit more between the two of them, like with Micah and Charlie, that'll give us that mom and son kind of,
I can say that it's always there between them, that possibility and that series, that sense of connection. But I don't know. I think that they both have a lot going on individually, which I think is part of that tension. So we'll see how all that's going on between the two of them, or at least in their own worlds, plays out between the two of them. That's what you'll see.